Greetings, my name is Tina Archuleta. I am from Jemez, Pueblo, New Mexico, and I am here today to show you how to make elderberry drops. These are some of the tools you may be needing, as well as some of the ingredients that we will be using today. I'll start off by going through what you need and its importance. This is a heavy bottom pot. You will need it to be tall. Your sugar is going to triple in size, so you don't want that to boil over. You want it to be heavy bottom so that you do not burn the sugar. This was an old pressure cooker that I saved after it could no longer work as a pressure cooker. You will also need a candy mold. This is a silicone candy mold. There is other ways to make these candy drops without that, so that's not super important. You also may want to have a candy thermometer. Also not a necessity, but it's also very handy. This is just some empty containers and spoons. If you do not have a candy thermometer, you can do a ice water test by dropping the sugar into the ice water. So this is another method for checking the temperature of your sugar. You will want to have a pot holder, and you also need a cup measuring and a 1/4 cup measuring, as well as a silicone spatula. That's to just kind of handle the sugar without too much sticking. This is a cooling rack. Also not a total necessity, but it's still nice to have. And then as far as ingredients, you're going to want to make sure you have sugar. I choose to use raw cane sugar that's organic. And then for your medicine, I today have elderberry as well as OSHA extract. And I just want to mention that the elderberry and the OSHA are totally interchangeable. If you don't have elderberry on hand, you could use any kind of other herbal remedy you may have, whether it's ginger, lemon, you may have peppermint tea in your cupboard, or you may go out and forage and collect some cedar, some juniper. You could make pine drops. That would be high in vitamin C. So the elderberry is totally interchangeable if you do not have that. And I have here some blue corn and some powdered sugar, and this is just for dusting. Some people like to dust their cough drops with powdered sugar alone or with arrowroot. I chose to use blue corn because it gives it a really beautiful sensation and it does the job well, and we always have blue corn in our cupboard. So this is everything that we're going to need today, so let's get started. So the next step is to combine your sugar and your elderberry. So you're going to go ahead and start off with 1 cup of your raw cane sugar, and then another 1/4 cup. And 1 cup of elderberry. If you do not have elderberry, this is where you would put in your cup of any other ingredient. Just gonna pour that in. We definitely want to save all this what this first test would look like. You just dip your spoon in and you're gonna wanna drop a drop into the ice water. As you can see, it dissolved quickly into the ice water, so we know that it's not ready. Check it now. As you can see, it's really thick. I'm gonna drop it in the water. If it forms balls immediately, you know it's done. So let's just run that again so you can see it. As you can see, they're forming balls. Take it off the heat because you have to consider that the sugar is still cooking even though you remove it from the heat. So I'll let it get right to 240 and then I'll check it again. I would say it's basically almost there. I'm going to remove it from the heat for this last test. And as you can see, they firmly formed balls right as they dropped in. So now's the time that you will add the OSHA. And I'd like to add about 60 drops. So one full dropper is about 30 drops. And you want to just place this in right before it cools. Just add some extra goodness in there. Okay, great. So now let's go ahead and pour this into our molds. Work fast because this cools pretty fast. As the drops are cooling, I'm going to go ahead and prepare our blue corn dust.